must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it.
Oh my God. Dude, I feel like if you're thin-skinned, which obviously Drake is, and also like a paranoid person, which Drake seemingly is, like this is exactly the type of that would make you so unimaginably paranoid. All right, let's look at the new Kendrick. Now let's listen to Kendrick Lamar. This is my first time listening to it. I have no idea.
Fake bully, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it.
What does he mean? Bro, he's got inside guys. He has guys on the inside. People preying on his downfall. Okay, I feel like he's just trying to make Drake extra paranoid, right? Like he's trying to cause dissent. Yeah, somebody's lying. I can see the vibes on Ak. Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back. Wait a minute. Akademiks mention? Hey, yo! We're one step closer to Kendrick Lamar. I'm now one step closer to Kendrick Lamar. He mentioned DJ Akademiks, who I have debated in the past, in defense of Megan Thee Stallion, who also hates Drake because Drake is shit on Megan Thee Stallion. Oh my God, guys. One step closer to knowing Kung Fu Kenny and also Megan Thee Stallion. I actually have a way of reaching out to Megan Thee Stallion, but my fraudulent friends won't do it.
Go resurface. Every dog gotta have his day. Now live in your purpose. You playing dirty with propaganda, hit blow up on you. You're playing nerdy with Zach Bia and
yo, Zach Bia King of the Night. He came after Zach Bia King of the Night. That's Zach Bia King of the Night, dude. The Zach Bia King of the Night. Whoa, that's the King of the Night, guys. Wow, it's just a meme for me and like 8 different people that are in the Los Angeles greater metropolitan area. I guess people know who Zach Bia is now because of Drake, but it's fine. I won't even get into Zach Bia King of
Twitter
the Night.
bots, but your reality can't hide behind Wi-Fi. Your little means is losing steam. They figured you.
Oh, I did talk about it extensively with the Olivia Rodrigo shit. That's true, because Olivia Rodrigo made a whole song calling him a vampire. That's right. I did talk about that. He's the clout demon haunting Los Angeles like a vampire.
It's time that you look around on who's around you. Before you figure that you're not alone, ask what Mike would do.
Kendrick is referring to Drake's song Survive from his album Scorpion, where Drake rapped about the streets and almost losing his life. Kendrick is saying that this might come true. Also, Kendrick calls Drake a liar, just like he did in Euphoria. It also references the fact that he doesn't have anything serious to say. He says, I think somebody's lying. You can smell smoke when a fire is ignited, but as he don't see no fire, what seems to be like is like an emergency. Okay, bro, we get it. Off-white sunseeker at the marina. Seeking the sun is done in attempts to tan your skin darker shade, but it can also mean pursuing attention or fame. Off-white and sunseeker simultaneously calls out Drake for trying to associate himself with Virgil to bask in his success and to associate himself with black culture in an effort to mask his own insecurities about being raised by a single white mother. Also, at the marina is a homophone for at them arenas, referring to Drake having concerts at arena stadiums. Another meaning of sunseeker could be comparing Drake to Icarus. Bro, every Rap Genius article literally requires like 8 layers. For Kendrick Lamar's music, because of his interest in utilizing like quintuple entendres, every single line is meticulously, carefully researched with a Wikipedia reference and a whole ass page. Look at this. Rap is getting too complicated. Kendrick Lamar's Drake diss track 616 in LA was produced by Soundwave and Jack Antonoff. Yo! Drake, your feet are small. Kendrick, God has chosen me alone as his instrument to strike you down. Your pride has landed you in a den of snakes where your most trusted advisors are plotting your downfall. And when that inevitable moment strikes, you will deserve it. Yeah, it's tailor-made. Check the date on this. 6/16/2021, Biden Summit. Kendrick Lamar is the GOAT. What did he know, chat? What did he know? And by he, I mean me. What did I know, dude? 6/16 in LA. 6/16, Tupac's birthday. 6/16, start of the OJ trial. 6/16, Nicole Simpson funeral. 6/16, Father's Day. 6/16, release of the TV, date of the TV show Euphoria. 6/16, date of the 2011 Kendrick show in Toronto. Multiple Bible references referring to Drake's timestamp records. Drake, fight back. Kendrick's cooking you. Okay, I feel like we are now turning into Taylor Swifties. It's also currently 6/16 right now. What did he know? What did he know? It's currently 6/16 in LA. Survival. All right. The Phantom. I like to buy yachts when I get the fever.
Off-white Sunseeker had the marina. A Phantom, I like to buy yachts when I get the fever.
Drake is also partial to Mansory Rolls Royce Phantom, a car which he acquired in 2022 when he used to rent a Rolls Royce for $5,000 a month to keep up his pre-fame appearance. Kendrick shares how his take on opulence involves buying a luxury yacht that can cost over $50 million, which is around 30 times more than a Phantom would cost, alluding to his belief that he can outdo Drake in any way. A Phantom is also another double entendre. A Phantom is a ghost, which ties to Drake's ghostwriting allegations. Lil Yachty has written for Drake in the past, which again ties lines back to yacht. Kendrick also mentioned the use of ghostwriters in Euphoria, where he asked, am I battling a ghost or AI? The fever can refer to when Kendrick feels like he needs to spend money. In United in Grief, we learned that he spends as a way to grieve. It can also refer to how things are getting heated in his rap beef with Drake. The Fever is also another yacht brand.
Wine cooler spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer.
On the surface, Kendrick continues to boast the lavish lifestyle of drinking wine, enjoying his expensive boats and traveling the world. His white shirt represents humility, wealth, and a self-security, and wearing simple clothing often found in billionaires. Sightseer is a line of paper shooting range targets made by Thompson Target that usually comes in red. Circular targets closely resemble a wine stain on a white shirt. Kendrick both recognized the target on his back as well as the target he now places on Drake. Possible that Kenny is using Sightseer to rehash that Drake is an outsider hip-hop culture and the African-American experience, whether it's because he's Canadian or biracial. It's because of neither of those things. On the other hand, Kendrick could instead be again commenting on his own heightened character. Line beat you to the comp. All you conscious heads are meticulous to dissect the Kendrick Lamar lyrics, doing the exact same thing Swifties did 2 weeks ago, so you can't make fun of them ever again. Like, sure, they are terminal sorting hat millennials, but this is identical fan behavior. Don't be ashamed. Wait, I said, okay, good. I said that as well. I recognize it. I recognize it. I do. Obviously, there's a little bit difference between like golden retriever with tattoos versus this, but you know, I do recognize that this is a little bit QAnon. Yeah, it's like it's giving white supremacy to compare Pulitzer Prize winner Kendrick Lamar to Taylor Swift's writing a little bit. I'm not saying it, but I am saying it. He is bald after all. Maybe on his own volition. Not bald by birth, but bald by choice, maybe? Question mark. Shots fired at Slime. Does your back hurts from all this great coverage of the Palestine issue? What? Does that have to do with anything?
Trifecta, money, morals, and culture. That's my leisure, my visa, passport.
Trifecta, money, morals, culture. That's my leisure. Kendrick proposed a new trifecta: money, moral, and culture. 3 things he seems to have in abundance. Notably, he argues in Euphoria that Drake is against the culture.
Luke Callie's dwellings in Brooklyn just to book me some pizza. Who can reach us? Only God can teleport this type of freedom.
Similar to how Kendrick mentioned eating at the Toronto restaurant New Ho King in Euphoria, he name drops Brooklyn-based pizzeria Lucali. This could be a direct response to Drake's second track towards Kendrick. Don't know. Dot, I know you're in that New York apartment. You're struggling right now. I know it. In the notepad doing lyrical gymnastics, my boy. Kendrick claims the reason he was in New York was to secure some pizza from the restaurant known to have many celebrity guests. Interestingly, in March 2020, Drake was spotted at Lucali with a basketball star and then Brooklyn net Kevin Durant, who ordered the Lucali plain pie.
There's opportunity when living with loss. I discover myself would not fall short. Raise my hands to a fallen.
Wait, hold on. I already listened to the song fully. Okay, I played it once already. That's why I'm pausing now. Okay, I already let it run once. Shut the fuck up. Now we're going through the lyrics. Dummy chatters, and then after that, it is going to be Clementine. Okay, calm down. Kendrick admits to being initially conflicted in his decision to go to war with Drake, knowing that it would likely result in yet another historic hip-hop feud. Though celebrated for being a rapper, Lamar often considers himself more of a grounded spirit medium who abstains from celebrity rap politics. Speaking the truth, to consider what God considering, you don't know nothing about that. You don't know nothing about that. It should be noted that Kendrick's 2022 release was centered around the themes of healing and peacemaking. Father Time, the album's 5th track, even saw Lamar consider squashing his beef with Drake. When Kanye got back with Drake, I was slightly confused. Guess I'm not as mature as I think. Got some healing to do. Kendrick ultimately decided to go to war. He figures that even if he loses or betrays his character, the loss will give him time, give him the opportunity to learn more about himself. When I fall short could also be a subtle acknowledgement of the short jokes Drake's made since April 24 push-ups.
Me jumping planets immortalized. I correspond.
Kendrick is raising his hands up to the sky. Fallen skies used to describe a world after a catastrophe. He's doing some biblical references. 3 angels watching me all the time. Kobe, Tupac, and Nipsey. All 3 substantially well-respected and huge advocates for the West Coast rap culture. Furthermore, he dropped his first track, Euphoria, on Kobe's birthday and this track at Tupac's birthday. The 3 angels mentioned here could be Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel, the only angels named in the sacred scripture. And all three of them have important roles in the history of salvation, because he then continues to mention Raphael as well as Michael's name at the end of the track. This weird shit is relevant to who again? What subset of our population? What age group? Brother, Kendrick Lamar's last diss track that came out, that came out like a couple days ago, became in the year 2024 the most streamed single day most streamed song. Got 9.2 million streams in one day on Spotify. The most streamed single rap song, I think, right? Like, just because something is not immediately within your realm of interest doesn't mean that like rap music isn't still one of the most popular genres on the planet and is consumed, and especially in a moment like this where it's like two genuinely phenomenally popular artists going at one another with drama. I'm 27, so I guess. What do you mean? If you're 27, you're literally uncle status. This is firmly within your wheelhouse. What do you mean? You're unk status too, bitch. Don't act like, oh, this is like for people older than me. This is directly in your age demographic. I'm 27. Bro was there when the Bible was written, talking about, oh, this is for old people, not me. Bro, you were there when Kendrick Lamar was being born, and you're out here talking about how this is for old people. You were like legally allowed to purchase alcoholic beverages by the time Drake started his career, dude. What do you mean? Bro was there when they invented the drum. Yes, that's it, on site. Same. Bro is ancient.
Angels watching me all the time. Put my children to sleep with a prayer, then close my eyes. Definition of peace. Tell me who gon' stop me.
Talking about God stuff. Tell me who gonna stop me. I come from love. Reference to the Romans. I'm convinced that nothing can ever separate us from God's love, neither death nor life. More Bible stuff.
Still cover my heart, then open me up. Remember when picked up a pin.
Kendrick channels the spirit of Estelle Oliver, a lost family member, possibly Dot's grandmother. He's previously mentioned Estelle and other lost loved ones. Dot also mentions his grandmother's spirit staying with him for years after her death. Kendrick also commemorated Estelle in his 2022 Coachella performance, having her name written as the stem of a rose on his custom boots. Kendrick remembers the moment he realized his ability to rap. The pen as a tool has been a recurring image in much of Kendrick's discography, where he describes his hand as a weapon, as without it he cannot pen lyrics to defeat Drake.
I know this type of power has gone cost, but I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting star.
Kendrick is aware that his status as a coveted generational artist will come with downsides, but insists that he's existentially equipped to handle it. Lamar himself is a star or a celebrity who shot or launched himself in the mainstream success with the rhythm of his music he makes. Of course, the star here could also refer to Drake as a celebrity, while shooting refers to shooting bullets or disses. Kendrick might be suggesting that he figuratively lives in Drake's mind so much that he dreams about him when sleeping.
The mannerisms of Raphael, I can hear they give you art, but the industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart.
In tailor-made freestyle, Drake frames Kendrick as an industry puppet, rapping, "I hate all you corporate industry puppets, I'm not in the mood." In response, Kendrick made clear of his detachment and disinterest in the industry on Euphoria. Here, Kendrick doubles down on that sentiment, comparing the industry to a dead animal to be dissected. He goes on to speak specifically about the OVO camp. This is the meat of the convo. Drake's original framing of the industry puppet back onto him. What if Kendrick names you in a diss track? What an honor.
Yeah, somebody's lying. I can see the vibes on Act.
DJ Akademiks, friend of the show, DJ Akademiks. Who's John Terzian? You know these LA boys, Hassan. John Terzian is one of the is the owner and like main founder of the H-Wood Group, which Zach Bia, King of the Night, is also a part of. John Terzian also basically brought up Zach Bia to become the King of the Night and friend of Drake. John Terzian is H-Wood Group basically is the main. H-Wood Group is basically the major power players in Los Angeles nightlife. There's nothing else going on in LA outside of like H-Wood Group spots for the most part. Actually, at this moment, I feel like H-Wood Group is like not as poppin' either. There's not really, I mean, I don't know. I'm too old, so I don't actually go out and I don't know what is like poppin' in LA nightlife. But like back when I used to go out, H-Wood Group had the best spots.
Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back.
Yeah.
Ain't no brownie.
Okay, tell me what the King of the Night. Zach Bia is a promoter for H-Wood Group. Anyway, DJ Akademiks, often referred to as Ak is a famous live streamer that covers hip-hop news. Ak's been a big fan of Drake throughout the years. We already know that he's the #1 dick writer for Drake. Although stating that he's trying to remain unbiased in regards to the beef, he seems to have taken Drake's side as a fan of his. Yeah, no shit. Bro, I looked at DJ Akademiks' Instagram last night, and it's like, it's basically hate crimes, okay? Like, the amount of dick writing that is occurring on there, one, is just gayer than any gay porn you could watch. Bro, they're literally, it's all videos, like, there's like videos on there, and they're all so viral. There's videos on there of like, there's like this black lady talking about how Kendrick's wife is biracial and how it's really disrespectful for Kendrick Lamar to shit on Drake for being biracial, which he didn't. He's not actually talking about Drake being like half white, half black, and instead is directly talking about how he's a culture vulture and has been almost like repulsed by black culture in his upbringing, only to now adopt it for commercial gain. It's a reach, but it doesn't matter because Drake dick riders are literally reaching to that extent. Anyway, tell us you don't listen to music without telling us you don't listen to music. Are you telling me that this man is generational? I mean, I don't listen to music, but no, Kendrick's wife, he's saying that, I mean, she was saying that Kendrick's wife is half white. But it is saying Terzian is a mob guy. No, he's not, brother. John Terzian is no, he's not a mob guy. All right. Anyway, Kendrick alludes to Akademiks being one of the leaks in Drake's camp and possibly a reason for his downfall. A month prior to the release of 616 in LA, Ak bought a Maybach and labeled it as a tangible representation of the rappers whose careers he killed. The cover art for this track is a photo of Maybach gloves. Yo! Akademiks immediately replied to this verse on his reaction stream, ensuring he is not compromised and is a target because of his presence in this beef. Oh my God, bro. If there was one person that I would think is like a major dick rider for Drake who would be compromised, it would be DJ Akademiks. Oh my God.
I can see the vibes on Ak. Even he looking compromised. Let's peel the layers back.
What?
Yo! He isn't that close to Drake. No, I don't think he is, but still, you never know, man. He still DMs him and shit.
Have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Fake bully, I hate bullies. You must be
How am I compromised? Why you say me for?
terrible.
You know what you did. You know what you did. We all know. Guilty. Guilty. Yeah, the Jag Antonoff producer credit is pretty funny because, like, Jag Antonoff, for those of you who don't know, is obviously, I think many of you probably do know this more than you know anything about Drake or Kendrick Lamar, is obviously Taylor Swift's producer. So then, wait, Kai Cenat and Akademiks react to a clip of Drake on stage with a 17-year-old in 2010. Yo! How have they never seen this? How have I seen this, but they've never seen this? There ain't no way.
What did you say? 17?
That was a setup. Oh my. What the fuck?
I don't know if I should feel guilty or not, but I had fun.
No, Drake, what are you doing? No. What are you?
The way your breasts feel against my chest is that. I just want to thank you.
No, whoa, oh my gosh, no. No!
Wait, what is DJ Akademiks?
Get carried away again. I get in trouble for shit like this. Not only you.
He said, why you look like that? He said, damn, you got mad for a 15-year-old. just like Bad Baby. For those of you who don't know, that's a reference to the time when DJ Akademiks was actually compromised. His account was, if I recall correctly, and he tweeted that insane tweet.
All right. I'm gonna be honest with you. Do I think Drake is a pedophile? Clearly not. No. I do believe
Bro, you are the worst judge of character on this. Your main moderator who banned me on your chat literally went to prison for pedophilia, for predating on minors at a Walmart. I would... Like, in DJ Akademiks' shoes, you are supposed to see yourself out of this conversation. Like, I'm not even talking about the Drake D-writing here, okay? It's so funny you made it sound like his mod banned you for not being a pedo. I mean, half the time, that's how it works. I always find myself in the crosshairs of pedophiles, dude, before they go to jail. Final act of resistance is always taking shots at me, bro. Why? Last thing you say is Hasan, and then you just go to jail. You literally directly go to jail. Who else is the other one? Come on, bro. I don't want to start naming names, but in this past year, a bunch of people either literally straight off themselves or, you know, were outed as files, and many of them were rabid anti-Hasan haters who also collaborated with Octoberelli. Some weren't direct files, they were just into short stack goblins, you know what I mean? And then there were others who, you know, very publicly did, I think they did seppuku. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I don't know what you mean, and I'd like to say it that way. Exactly. I was supposed to say Sudoku. I said seppuku. Anyway, I ruined my own joke.
Things could be true, though. By the way, I don't think this looks good at all.
Thanks, DJ Akademiks. He doesn't think that Drake being like, how old are you? 17. Damn, why do you look like that? To go in for a kiss looks good. Yeah, it doesn't look good to law enforcement officers either. To members of the court. June 16th, Toronto. Grab tickets here. This is insane. I thought Kendrick was just going to keep it lyrical, but he's challenging Aubrey's troll game too. God, I'm not going to lie, but this is correct. If Drake did this, Melon would call it corny, by the way. Oh, God. It's like, as you guys know, I love the internet's busiest music nerd. But his reaction to Kenny, his reaction to Kendrick Lamar, is making me really reconsider how objectively nerdy and Caucasian I come across when covering this stuff. That's like the ballsiest, objectively the ballsiest move anyone can do. He's a bit of a simp. You're wrong and I hate you. Okay, well, no shit, you're reading Rap Genius word for word. Okay, listen, it's long, but it needs to be done.
Points will be in your chest, harassing ant. Fucking with good people, make good people go.
Standing up for his manager, Aunt Saleh, who Drake suddenly dragged in the drama, awaiting Lamar's response to push-ups. Drake uploaded 2 photos of Ant to his Instagram story, one depicting Ant with OVO bags in hand, other one with a close-up selfie of him. Good people make good people go to bat. Conspiracy about Cash Dog, that's not even the leak. This is a response where Drake alleged that Cash XO, the Weeknd's manager, was blowing Abel's money on men. Cash blowing Abel bread out here tricking shit we do for bitches, he doing for dudes. This further alleges that Drake is a leak or mole within his camp, a claim Kendrick makes several times on the song. Per Kendrick, Cash XO isn't the leaker, but somebody closer to the center of OVO. Wait, Drake IG story dropped? Fellas. Or in the term that every white AAVE Twitter account that follows kick streamers, MFs. Okay, I do really think that it's a lot of this is vibes based though, because like Drake's vibes are just abysmal. I feel like when I see this, I immediately think cornball. Like, I don't know if it's because of the vibes overall or what it is. Drake is sending drones after his ops. Rick Ross blames Drake. Drake's fighter jet shot us down. What the it's cause you're the Drake of politics. Wait, what? No, I saw. Here it is. Like by Champagne Poppy. Just a few weeks ago, Rick Ross was telling Drake to be careful by getting on his old cargo plane. Like by Champagne Poppy. Oh my God. The retired Miami government employee and current cosplayer walked away unharmed because the wing stopped the plane. Ken is a Hasanabi head. Oh my God. Cars 3 release date June 16th. 6/16. How deep does this go? Yeah, Drake is the one who killed the Boeing whistleblowers. Kendrick also name drops Cash Doll, referencing a burglary that occurred in which rapper she had $500K worth of jewelry stolen. Additionally, she had her ex broke up because of Drake, which gives jewel a double meaning. Cash Doll is a jewel of a person who Drake tried to find/date.
The bad conspiracies about Cash Dog, that's not even the leak. Find the jewels like Cash Dog. I just need you to think. Are you
Maybe he's saying that there's a girl that he hooked up with that he actually loves, that Kendrick Lamar is using as a mole. That's all I'm saying. It could be. Do you think Drake reads the genius on Kendrick's diss tracks to him too? Yeah, he gets like an OVO dude to read it out to him while he's in bed, twiddling his toes. LeBron is the leak? That would never be the case, man. Shut the fuck up. LeBron would never do that. LeBron is firmly in the Kung Fu Kenny camp. Kendrick interpolates his own lines from Euphoria.
fake bully? I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it.
Oh my God. Dude, I feel like if you're thin-skinned, which obviously Drake is, and also like a paranoid person, which Drake seemingly is, like this is exactly the type of shit that would make you so unimaginably paranoid. Here, Kendrick uses a game to allege that OVO Sound, Drake's own label, is compromised to be against them. It should be noted that Drake's had a controversial history of non-promoting his signees, leading to a list of commercially failed careers under labels such as Majid Jordan, I love McConan. Furthermore, many of Drake's biggest collaborators in general have turned against him. Rick Ross, The Weeknd, Future, Metro Boomin, and more have all taken shots at Drake throughout this feud. Lamar figures this must be indicative of Drake's character, indicting him as a music industry bully. Oh my God. Oh my God. Kendrick giving Drake an autoimmune disorder. The Weeknd, who Drake initially sought to sign earlier in his career, epitomizes these sentiments best in All to Myself by Future and Metro Boomin and the project We Don't Trust You. They can never diss my brother's baby. When they got leaks in the operation, I thank God I never signed my life away. This marks the second time Kendrick has mentioned OVO by name in a diss, the first being on Euphoria.
Can't Tussie slide up out of this one, is just gonna resurface. Every dog gotta have his day. Now live in your purpose.
Damn. Drake falls back on his commercial success to avoid blemishes to his reputation. Every dog gotta have his day. Now you live in your purpose. For all the dogs, the expression every dog has his day means that everyone, no matter how unlucky they may feel, will have at least a moment of fulfilled purpose. Kendrick jokes that him dissing Drake is that moment for him. And like your boy from Compton said, you know this dick ain't free.
I'm sorry that I live a boring life. I love peace, but war ready if the world is ready.
You got 100K floating around for info? Can't no amount of money create skeletons that don't exist. Hashtag I'm upset. Oh, Kendrick doubles down on his allegation that Drake secretly paid for people to find dirt on Lamar to use them in his diss tracks. Oh, shit. Lamar laughs this off as a futile act, implying that his coveted reputation hides no damning secrets due to his peaceful nature. That said, he's willing to engage in violence if necessary. This mirrors the sentiment. What is this? Yes. I've seen the old Breakfast Club clip from DMX saying, like, I hate the way he talks. I hate the way he raps. I hate his hair. The Elohim, KTW, the Elohim is God in Hebrew. In the Old Testament, Drake gets his Jewish heritage from his mother, Sandy Graham. Kendrick previously mentioned the Elohim in his 2021 Baby Keem collaboration. The Elohim, the rebirth. Before you get to the Father, you gotta holler at me first. Alongside seemingly likening himself to God, Kendrick makes a mention of the vague acronym KTW, which could stand for Kendrick the Warrior, King of the West, or even King of the World. Is Drake a Zionist? No, he's not. I mean, I don't know if he's a Zionist or not, but he was definitely, listen, I will give props where props is due. First and foremost, there's a lot of pro-Palestine guys in OVO, okay? There's also a lot of Muslim and Arab dudes within Drake's immediate circle. Toronto is free Palestinian territory, okay? That part is true. Having said all of that, Drake was one of the first major artists that signed artists for ceasefire. That is literally true. It's undeniable. Obviously, The Weeknd is like, you know, way more committed to the Palestinian cause than Drake is even, but credit where credit is due. Toronto doesn't f with Drake, but we march for Palestine. First of all, Toronto definitely f Drake. Come on, dude. Like, I'm not that fucking partial, okay? I am, after all, maybe not the internet's busiest music nerd, but definitely still someone who is going to be impartial.
To see you bleed, the Elohim, KTW. No, you can't sleep. These
No, the wires in your circle should puzzle you. Oof.
100 that you got on salary, and 20 of them want you as a casualty, and one of them is actually next to you.
Continue with this allegation that someone in the OVO is leaking information. Kendrick alleges that 2 of the 20 moles in Drake's OVO circle are tired of his controversial antics. Interestingly, Pusha T alleged that Noah 40 Shabib, one of Drake's signature producers, was the one who leaked the information about Drake's son that would go on to be brutally exposed on the story of Adidon. It didn't come from Kanye at all. 40 is sleeping with a woman. He talks to her daily, 5-6 hours a day, and ultimately speaks about how he's disgruntled about certain things, notoriety and things involving Drake and his career and so forth. With that also came the fact that Drake is a child. With that also came the trip everybody took to go see the child and bring him gifts and all of his information. She divulged this information. It wasn't 40 directly that told Pusha T, but 40 was sleeping with a woman who told Pusha T. It should be noted that 40 is pubically diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, so it makes sense for him to prefer Drake to stay out of trouble. That said, wait, what does that have to do with anything?
Gander hit blow up on you. You're playing nerdy with Zach Bia and Twitter bots, but your reality.
Zach Bia is a well-known figure in the nightlife and entertainment scene, particularly in Los Angeles. He's often seen as high-profile events and parties, and has connections with many celebrities, including Drake. Zach Bia, king of the night. This line suggests that Drake is using Zach Bia in some manipulative way to advance his agenda or tarnish Kendrick's reputation. It implies that Drake is not playing fair and resorting to tactics that involve leveraging relationships. Kendrick additionally accuses Drake of using Twitter bots to slander his name, similar to how late in 2023 Pusha T's name went trending due to bots accusing him of random things. Dude, that would be so funny if Drake was responsible for the Pusha T bots. I never thought about that. He actually is. No shot. That's hilarious. Drake has no chance. Kendrick has God on his side. Yes, I am spamming like a mentally ill chatter. Yeah, dude, that's what happened. He posted this because he's a big Oda fan. He's about to be like, it had nothing to do with Father's Day. It had nothing to do with Tupac's birthday. I did this because of my love and unconditional loyalty to the GOAT, Goda. Dude, I've seen the fucking T-bots. I've been swarmed by the Pusha T-bots in the past before, and I never even considered that it could be Drake. I never even thought about that. Kendrick got God and anime on his side. You know, One Piece, have you finished Wano yet? No, man. It took 4 years for that entire saga to complete. Drake defo uses Twitter bots as proof, because who else could have done this? Kanye West smokes THC concentrates cut with pine resin. Kanye West fell off. Oh my God. Wait, what? So whenever he has like beef with somebody, he just, yep, these bots attacked Kendrick like 2 weeks ago. It's so funny to like attack Kendrick with bots, because it's like trying to have beef with sharks on land. You know what I mean? There ain't no sharks on land, bro. You're not gonna find them. So Kendrick Lamar is barely ever on social media. Damn sure is not on Twitter. You know what I mean? It's just kick streamer DNA. That does make sense. You really think it's Drake and not his annoying fanboys? Yeah, I agree. I could see that. But like, I don't know. Look, all I'm saying is, I don't think Kendrick gives a shit about the bots, but you should care about the top of the hour ad break, because it's right here in front of your eyes. You know what I mean? Because at the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe for $5 or for free. Here's a 3-minute ad break now.
Can't hide behind Wi-Fi. Your little means is losing steam. They figured you out. The first opinions is not convincing. I need a new route.
Unpopular opinion: Rick Ross had a better Drake diss than Kendrick. At least he came with some jokes. BBL Drizzy funny. Kendrick just say the same shit. Wasn't even that funny or clever. Okay, academics. Last time, Genius underplaying the final blow in that MJ line. You are not alone. Music video was an entire production to do PR recovery, while MJ was actively being accused of CSA, telling him to consider standing down before the callers get real serious. From wearing Michael Jackson's iconic white glove in the music video for first-person shooter and mimicking the pop superstar's dance moves, Drake has held MJ in reverence throughout his career. Most recently, when Drake was about the time Michael at 13 chart-topping Billboard Hot 100 releases. He finishes off the track by predicting Drake for a similar fate to Michael after investigating Jackson's death that was ruled homicide. Okay. Can't believe he still didn't reference Drake's huge dick. Okay, bro. I mean, this is pretty good. Like, I definitely am biased. I will admit that. Why do I admit that? Because when Drake did a back-to-back release, I felt like it was him being nervous. But right now, when I see Kendrick doing another back-to-back release, double firing before getting any sort of retort, I don't feel like he did it out of nervousness. And I'm sure that probably is mostly bias. It's gotta be. Bias has to be playing a role in this. Like, vibes do play a role in this, in my opinion. Bias does play a role in this, in my opinion, a little bit, but who cares? YOLO. Team Kendrick.